And 2, 3, go. You're on. Alright. So, by the grace of God, we are back again with yet another episode of TUTANDALEKO, right here on TBMW TV. We are Tandalali at Woodland Stadium today, where we'll be experiencing a match between Aguila Stars and Crocs in a National League week fixture. With me here, as you can see, I'm not alone. I'm accompanied by the presence of a young beautiful lady here by the name of Sidimi Sialubalo, a 7th year medical student at Apex Medical University. Wow, have I pronounced the name correct?
Yes, you have.
Wonderful. And on my right, I'm sure the face is familiar. You know, Mr. Chanda, the one and only. So, Mr. Chanda received a lot of criticism after I posted our previous segment a few days ago due to the points that he raised and stuff. So I don't know, before we dive into our today's topic, I don't know if Mr. Chanda wants to clarify something or he still stands on his ground. Mr. Chanda, do you have anything to say pertaining to the last segment that we had?
I still stand on my point because, you know, relationships are in stages. So obviously, when you are just boyfriends and girlfriends, it is very wrong for you to impose an allowance on someone who is just your friend. And I think my point was misunderstood because most people generalized it. Mm-hmm. It's like they felt I was saying a man should not be giving their partner money. Mm-hmm. No, that's not what I meant. What I was against with is the concept of the girlfriend allowance. Mm-hmm. I think that is wrong. That is wrong. It shouldn't be an allowance. Moreover, it shouldn't be imposed. Mm-hmm. The boyfriend should decide to say, okay, I need my girlfriend to be looking a certain way. Yeah. Or I think it is just right that it should come from me to say I have to be giving my girlfriend money. Mm-hmm. That is when I have. If I don't have, I shouldn't be pressured. Mm-hmm. So that was my point. Not to say boys or men shouldn't give their girlfriends money. No, that's not what I meant. What I was against with is the concept of an imposed girlfriend allowance. That one is a no. I still stand on a no.
Wow, lovely. I'm sure it's now clear. I'm sure viewers out there are satisfied with your clarification. So I don't want to involve Sidim in this discussion. I know how it's not going to end well here.
No, but I love his points when he said it shouldn't come out within. It should be something within your means. Yeah. So I agree with that. You shouldn't go out of your ways to impress someone. It should be within your means. So I agree with that. Wonderful.
Before wasting much of your time, we'll dive straight into our today's topic. Our today's topic is so interesting. It's around money matters in relationships. Before I ask the first question, we'll be right back. I forgot to put this phone on flight mode. No, we'll continue from where we. Yeah, so like I mentioned, our today's topic of discussion is so interesting. It's around money matters in relationships. So the first question is, should your partner or does your partner have to know your salary or monthly income? We'll start with you, Sidimi.
Yeah, I think it's important that your partner knows how much you make or rather your monthly income.
Yeah.
Do you want me to explain why?
Yeah. I would like explain why, please.
I think it's important that my partner knows how much I get paid, and I know how much he gets paid, because it helps us plan. It also helps us make joint decisions. And then it also helps us just avoid certain conflicts, because I might say I want something, or rather bring up a business idea and start talking about figures that he's never even touched. I think that would bring unnecessary conflicts. And what's the end goal of conflicts?
Yeah.
Nothing. Fights.
Even leads to break up.
Exactly. So I really think it's important that we know how much we earn to help us plan and all.
Wonderful. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how many couples do you think practice that in today's relationships? Like,
I think I'll go with 5 out of 10.
Why?
Because I know a number of people, even I don't know how much he gets paid. I don't know how much he gets paid. So I think it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
There are people that know how much their partners get paid. There are people that do not know how much their partners get paid.
Yeah.
I think it's a 50-50.
It's a 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Mr. Chanda, what's your thoughts?
I agree with what Madam Silimi said. I think it is just important that young couples, not married couples, those who are just in relationships, to get to know how much each of the partner makes. And let me actually make this clarification. When we say knowing what the other partner makes, we don't just mean, or we don't just polarize it on the part of a guy. Even me as a guy, I have to know what my partner gets or makes. Okay, because that will even create a balance on the demands, especially on the part of ladies. At least if she knows how much you make or your income, they will even it will create a balance on what she can demand from you. So I agree with what Madam Silimi said.
Wonderful. So, as you all can agree with me that this topic of discussion, or just the question I asked, lead us into financial infidelity. It's connecting. So I would like to know your thoughts and views, and what you understand by financial infidelity, and how it impacts relationships in today's era. We'll start with you, Sidimi.
Okay. So what I understand by the term financial infidelity, in this case we're talking about partners.
Yeah.
So this is when you hide how much lie how much you get paid or your monthly income. And then how this impacts relationships is that it breaks trust. And in a relationship, one of the foundations of a strong relationship is trust. So if there's no trust in a relationship, then there's nowhere we're going. And transparency is also one of the foundations of a good relationship. If you can't tell me how much you get paid, how will I even help you when there's a problem? How are we going to settle things? So I think financial infidelity is a non-starter. Yeah, it's a breaker of relationship, because mostly in marriages or relationships, one of the biggest problems is financial stress. So if I don't know how much you get paid, I don't think I can even take your advice, because what are you telling me? So financial infidelity is a non-starter.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I like where you mentioned transparency. Yeah, transparency is very much important in relationships. So, Mr. Chanda, what's your take on that one?
the word, I think financial infidelity is quite broad a term, because it also talks about debts, because we have people in relationships, the other partner borrowed money whereby the other partner doesn't know. That is infidelity also, because you are going to put the other partner in a position where they will be pressured to look for money that they don't even know where it is going to go. So it is very wrong to have secrets when it comes to finances. You have to be discussing. If you borrow money as a man, you talk about it with your partner. As a female also, you talk about it. If you are engaged in businesses, you can also talk about them with your partner. And this financial infidelity is mostly done by females. Okay. Yes. You find that she makes 10,000 and you only know 2,000, and they like saying his money is ours, my money is mine. It is very wrong. That is infidelity also. So we need to be truthful about these things. Money issues are very important. They are affecting a lot of even marriages. You find that the wife is building a house somewhere whereby the husband doesn't know, or the wife is involved in chirimba, is involved in a lot of virimbas. She gets paid without telling the husband. It is wrong. You talk about those things with your partner. Financial.
I think I've witnessed something similar to that, where a husband was just surprised that he can't wakazi wao wanafaka nyumba paloni. Double chat babo batengera babo bapisha mu nyumba bamuna mu nyumba ili yawe and stuff.
Yes, so we need as people in relationships, we need to be discussing about finances. It actually strengthens the relationship when you have financial goals together. You have visions and other things you discuss. So I think it is a very important topic, and most of young couples need to be talked to about financial goals, and also be discussing about finances in a relationship.
Wonderful. Sidimi, what do you have to say about what Mr. Chanda said of you ladies being culprits of financial infidelity in relationships and in homes?
First of all, it works both ways. I've also seen a lot of men that don't disclose how much they get paid. You just hear Ndine Mamuna, Niza balancer. What do you mean Niza balancer? That's the word on the street, Niza balancer. So I really think it shouldn't lean on the women only. Okay. There are a lot of men that also don't disclose how much they get paid. So it's really a 50-50 thing. It's just not women.
But have a clarification on that. I think most of us guys, I would call it infidelity if maybe you don't know is working, formerly employed, and yet you don't know what's on his payslip. But most of us guys, we talk about these things to our partners. Maybe what you mean by the balancer, it's a situation whereby you know what I get paid. I got paid, and maybe I even give you that money. But again, I still have other things that I do, or other hustling ventures. Normally, we don't like to talk about those to our partners. Obviously, men have reasons. But for as long as if you know how much I get paid, I think it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's not infidelity.
Exactly. That's my question. That is infidelity. That is infidelity. No, don't justify yourself. It is infidelity. Yeah.
It is infidelity.
Okay, it's getting heated up in here. So, let's proceed to our final and last question. So what we've discussed here brings us back to one thing that I think needs attention in relationships, which is the financial goals and values. Financial goals and values. Sidimi, what's your take on that one? Think?
No, let him go first.
Okay, Mr. Chanda, go first as Silimi is processing.
Okay, let me get it from where she ended. I think setting financial goals, financial prospects, even strengthens the relationship, whereby you have joint businesses. You know, it helps a couple, you know, even improve the way they relate to one another. And, you know, they say charity begins at home. So when you start planning together, when you are still in a girlfriend and boyfriend stage, I think it will even follow you in marriage. When you get married, you know the strengths of the other partner. You know that, okay, this one is good at business, this one is not good, they need advice. So I think it is very important to have financial goals, future plans. It is very, very cardinal. Yes.
Wonderful. Sidimi, any addition on that?
I agree with him. It's important to have goals because it will help you plan for the future.
Wonderful.
It will help you save. If you're planning on having children, it will help you plan on what you would want for your children and just basically build a foundation for your children or whatever it is that you plan on doing. So financial goals are very important in a relationship.
Wonderful. Anything that you'd like to say, Mr. Chanda, as we conclude?
Okay, so if you are dating someone and you do not talk about finances, serious talks about finances, then it's high time you started to look into other avenues. You two are not serious. You are not serious. There's no way, but like
businesses.
Yes,
At what city?
Salangane.
yes, Salanganen is the best. Salanganen. You're just playing. Then about actually, I made mention of it about girlfriend allowance, boyfriend allowance. I still say no. If you are being pressured about girlfriend allowance as a guy, nishwarisha mila. Mungulu, you should stop.
All right. Sidimi, any last words?
No, I think we're good.
Wonderful. So that's all we had today on this episode. It was a wonderful session. Wow, you guys are amazing. I'm looking forward to have you again, like this pair again, on a different topic. We wrap up with the show. It's been your boy Teddy Bear right here on TBMW TV. Shout outs to everyone that's supporting this show. Blap! Silimi wabwa pesa kisenzo ko patiamba movuti.